How's it going, guys? It's Mr. Lone Wolf, and today I've got the next mission of the Modern Warfare Remastered campaign.
Executed President Al-Falani on national television.
The Americans have plans for Al-Assad, and it's too late to do anything for Al-Falani. But in less than 3 hours, codename Nikolai will be executed.
Nikolai, sir.
Nikolai is our informant in the ultra-nationalist camp. He supplied the intel on the cargo ship operation.
There was a cutscene between
Nikolai's in hell right now.
the last two missions, but I did it as a separate video because it's about 5.5 minutes long in itself, and it's got like the credits and all that, so just to make it a bit shorter.
The loyalists are expecting us half a click to the north. Move out.
So when you start here, you can actually see them already.
Well, they won't shoot us on sight, that's what you're asking.
There's two people in front of you. Well, there's actually four, but you'll see there's that guy and that guy, and then in this little hut here, there's two people. For some reason, I always try and shoot them with one bullet. And then in here, there's a trophy mission to shoot all the tellers, and on this box, there's a laptop. I've already picked it up, but it's one piece of intel on this map. There's two pieces on this map, and I'll show you where the next one is. The next one's near the end. So after that, you head under this bridge, and you can hear a truck driving over. And then you got to go up to that house, and there's two people in there, and there's a couple more people in the hut to the left as well. But basically, he's going to tell you to put a claymore down next to the door. If you look on the bottom left of the screen, if you press right on your D-pad, it'll bring the claymore out. I always find though, if I put it just near the door here, it blows up and hurts me. So in the end, I just do that, go in there and put it down and rush back out the room, and it kills both of them. And you got those people that run out. Most of the time, your team just kill them anyway, even if you do anything or not. So that's that building we just left. So you carry on following these guys, and when you come out here, you don't have to shoot anyone. There's just a load of Russian guys who are supposed to be helping you out. They're all hiding in the grass. There's one behind that tree there.
Yeah, camera off.
And then there's a load more in the grass to the left. It's funny, to be honest, if you run around before they pop out, they're pretty fucking hard to find, but they are there.
What's the target, Kamarov? We've got an informant to recover. The M21's on the other side of the hill.
This is what I quite liked about this game back in the day, but again, bearing in mind it was like 2007, a lot of the stuff was kind of pushing the boundaries for games, like the cutscene between the last mission and this mission. You're like the point of view of some president of one of the countries that gets executed, but in the cutscene, obviously the guy points a gun at you and executes you. You didn't really get to... They didn't push the boundaries with stuff like that in games back in the day, so this was quite almost controversial. It's a bit like in Modern Warfare 2 with the no Russian mission, where you have to obviously act as a terrorist and shoot a load of people. That caused a lot of controversy. I don't really know why, because you can shoot people in Grand Theft Auto and stuff, but it did. So anyway, follow these guys to here. You'll see your team in the bottom right appearing. When he says commence the attack, shoot these three. And then down in your bottom left, you'll see there's a window there. And there's just people that stand there with a machine gun. Every time I tried to get it, for some reason it glitched that tiny little bit, but the machine gunners are right there in that window. They don't shoot at you, you've just got to shoot them. And basically, you wait around for a second. There is people on the far distance you can shoot if you want, but you don't have to. And then soon your men will start pushing to the house on your left at the minute. That's on fire that way. And you basically go through the house, and on the other side to your right, there's a load of soldiers that have just rappelled down from a helicopter that you've got to shoot. Sometimes that your teammates kind of ram you out of the way a little bit, but if you can squeeze past them, get out of here. Used to love shooting these guys back in the day. See how nice and stable the sniper is compared to more modern games. This was before, not to say people weren't bloody good on the sniper and trick shotting back now, but it hadn't become the thing it had on YouTube or anything. So if snipers handled like they did on this game, then they'd be... Snipers would dominate multiplayer if they handled this nicely. I thought, see, it's there. It's like a tree. It looked like the balaclava. Like a guy just sitting there, but he was actually to the left.
He's running out of time.
So after you kill these guys, you have to go over to the right on the cliffs. And to be honest, I obviously shoot people every time. You see these guys at the start, sort of immediately below you, and then if you look further along the left up this road, loads of people keep pouring down the road. I don't necessarily know if you have to specifically kill a certain amount or what. I just tend to keep shooting them, and eventually one of the guys with you will say sort of push up to the cliffs with me, which you'll see coming up in a second. It's a nice little bit of sniper practice though, to pop a few of them. Sometimes, mostly they take one shot, but sometimes it just seems to just wing them and you have to go in for a second one. Fish in a barrel.
Good. Now we are making progress. Follow me to the power station.
He's already said follow him to the power station. I just wanted to shoot a few more people, but after that, again, push up to where you originally shot these people from, and you'll be going to the end and round to the right. You'll see ropes already hanging off the thing here, and you're basically overlooking the next part of the mission you're going to run through.
The final assault has already begun. With a little bit enough sniping. Where is the
Main one is like this house. You can shoot a few people, but again, I don't think I've ever been shot back by them when I'm stood up here. And I don't specifically know if it helps reduce the numbers when you actually get down there. But once it does that little speech that Captain Price does, you have to get on these ropes. All you do is hold square, and it does all this on its own. You don't have to hold down on the analog sticks or anything. Now what I normally do when I get down here is jump this wall and I head to the right and I push through these houses. And normally after you get through this bit, aim at the doorway and there's 2 to 4 people normally there. Once I've got them I can push up. You can either shoot those guys from here, or if you can see sort of on the right, you can just push up through that house and shoot them from there. They are pretty quick. I'm on veteran, so sometimes when they shoot you back, like, you could just as easily die like that. But after you come out of that door, you carry on pushing up the hill. Those guys will tell you to...
Go around to the back and cut the power. So, get ready.
They'll tell you to keep going. So they're going to cut the power to the house. So at this point, you're going to have to use your night vision goggles. And again, if you left of the screen, you've got like 4 things. If you press up on the D-pad, it'll use your goggles. And when you come in here, there's going to be a guy through a room on your left.
Alright, I've cut the power. Go.
They're all basically blind, so you can shoot them pretty easily. You'll see here as I go to the left, there's one guy there. Pop him. And then as you go round this way, there's a guy to the left. And that's it. And then push up the stairs, and as soon as you look through this doorway, there's a guy in the corner. And then normally what you do is push around, but there's a guy behind that table. And then again, as you look around the corner, there's a guy peeking out of this doorway. He threw a grenade at me that time, but I shot him in time, threw the grenade back. And that's pretty much done. Your guys will wait there, and you can see there Nikolai. But if you go round to opposite Nikolai and come into this bathroom, you'll see the second laptop, the intel you need, is on like a little box next to the toilet. So I'm back where my guys are, where I just shot that guy. There's Nikolai. There's one last guy in this room. Just get ready to pop him. Sometimes he clips you with a bullet. Sometimes he doesn't. But if you're not expecting him, he could well shoot you in time. And then that's about it for the mission. You basically got to come back out of here when they finish talking.
Thank you for getting me out of here.
Big Bird, this is Bravo 6. We have the package.
And you can pretty much
LZ1, over.
follow them out this door to the helicopter. You can actually run to the helicopter sooner while they're still talking in the room, but I've tried it, and every time you get to the helicopter it automatically kills you for some reason, so you're best off just waiting for those guys like Captain Price, Nikolai and Gaz to come running out with you, and then run up to the helicopter, and that's about it for this mission. So yeah, I hope this helped, hope you've enjoyed, thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with the next missions.
The Americans already attacked Al-Assad.
No, their invasion begins in a few hours. Why?
The Americans are making mistake. They will never take Al-Assad alive.